everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. We return with the showcases featuring a character that I absolutely wanted to make the first showcase that I do whenever I came back to them. It is indeed Anniversary Marth, Duo Marth, however you want to call him. And he is a character that is in the legendary / mythic pool. First character that is a duo and is within those pools, so he is quite the peculiar character indeed to do a showcase on. He is a celebration of Fire Emblem as a franchise, so if you manage to get your hands on this alt of Marth, he is probably a very rare alt. He comes with Sida, who is his beloved, and this represents a bond of love as a team for the duo. So today, everything that you need to know about the character. I'm actually not sure if they have a duo dialogue. I haven't really questioned myself that. I do not think that they do. But I guess we will live and learn. If they do, it will be in the video. Anyway, everything that you know about the character, so dialogue, animation, art, etc. Then build the showcase, and finally gameplay showcase, the usual. So, I have been also wondering whether or not to do the showcases in the new style without the sides. So, for this showcase and the next few, I will try to do them without. If it will be better, let me know. If it is worse, let me know. I want to try an experiment because doing them without makes them a lot easier to handle. It gives you a better resolution, and all in all, it is in your side and on my side a lot better for a variety of reasons. But if it is harder to understand, then I can still stick with the old method. So let's try this for now, and then we will see. Enjoy the first part of the showcase.
What are you doing, Marth?
Sida, I was studying the history of Asker. I understand the basic facts, but I would like to learn more details.
Of course. Whether you're here or in Talus, you've always had a passion for learning more about where you live.
That is true. Every country has a long history, so there is a lot to learn from them about how to lead one. I can learn about how they first developed, and also how they function in the present day.
That's the Marth I know. Always thinking about the country and its people. I shall study alongside you. It's the least I can do to support you.
Thank you, Sida. Your support continues to encourage me, but...
What is it?
I am not only thinking about the country and its people. I am thinking of you, Sida.
Oh, Marth. I am always thinking of you, too.
Thank you. It is because of you that I have made it this far. I feel I can overcome any hardship as long as I have you with me. Let us stay together forever.
Of course, Marth. I will follow you wherever you go. Know that you have my full faith.
Okay, here we are with the build discussion. So Duo Marth is a red sword with a flying type movement. He has a stat line that suggests a player face character, high attack, high speed with average defenses, but I will say that he is also a support type character since he gives a variety of buffs to his nearby allies. Some of those are new and some of those are extremely useful. Let's start with this weapon. We have a special trigger acceleration. To his allies within 3 spaces he gives attack and speed plus 5, special acceleration before first attack, and restore 10 HP after their combat. To himself, if he has allies nearby, he gets a bonus to attack, speed, def, and res based on the number of allies nearby, and then he has various effects that work off an X. The X is the highest total bonuses among unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit. This kind of X is recurring through his special and B-skill bot, so you do want Marth to have a team that gains buffs and can also enable their own buffs to get the best possible effect out of his skills. But what are those effects in the weapon? Deals plus X damage, reduces from 4 first attack and also from 4 special 50% of X during combat, so we have percentage damage reduction. Then grants a special cooldown count 1, -1 to unit before unit first attack, anti-DR by 50%, and restore HP. So all in all, you can see that this weapon is packed with good effects. Stat buffs, buffs to your allies, increases damage, damage reduction on first attack and special, special acceleration before his first attack, which guarantees that you always get his special out, anti-DR, and HP restore. Very good. Then we have the special, the Fire Emblem. Boost damage by 40% of unit speed when special triggers, which is why you want to have a high speed player phase stat line for Marth. At the start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants +7 to all stats, Fire Emblem buff, Null Panic buff to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Once again, as you can see, having units nearby is an important part of Marth's kit. And units get buffs, so this also works in favor of Marth for his own effects, for example, on his weapon. It doesn't end there, we also have reduces damage from 4 attacks by X% during combat. This is another damage reduction on top of first attack damage reduction and also special damage reduction on the weapon, and in this case it is calculated by an X, which is the number of allies on the map with the Fire Emblem effect active, which generally speaking should be 40% since Marth plus 3 characters. Last effect, unit can counterattack regardless of 4 range. So in all we have speed scaling of special scaling of speed. I jumped the gun there. We have a buff for Marth and his allies of stats, Fire Emblem, and Null Panic. He gets another damage reduction based on the number of allies who have Fire Emblem, and he also gets a distant counter. Now, Null Panic, you know what this is. It basically denies the bonus converted into penalties. So basically it makes it so your bonuses are always present, which is important for Marth's effects since they work of bonuses. Fire Emblem instead is a new effect which is incredibly strong since it neutralizes effective against bonuses for all movement types. So you cannot have a character that is powerful against flying characters, which will put Marth at a disadvantage, which is incredibly good for Marth since he denies one of his weaknesses, but also for the allies who get the buff. But it doesn't enter because he gets bonus to unit attack, speed, FRS equals highest bonus on each stat between unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit. So this was the effect that we already saw on the weapon when it comes to the X, which counts the highest number of buffs. So once again we see it reappear. And also reduces damage from first attack by 10. This is the true DR that I spoke at the start. He has a variety of percentage DR and then he has true DR on the Fire Emblem effect, which he also gives to allies. So you can see why Marth is an extremely strong support just by this Fire Emblem buff alone. It doesn't end there. We have the last part, which is Shield of Hope. debuff of attack speed def -5 on foe, null follow-up, and grants effects based on the total value of bonuses on the 3 allies with the highest bonus totals during combat. Once again, the effect that we saw on the weapon, which represents the X, on the special, which is given by the Fire Emblem, and now we have it on the B. So, indeed, you do want a team that can enable a lot of buffs and also takes a lot of buffs from Marth and can make use of them. If the value is higher or equal to 20, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow a unit to trigger a follow-up attack, neutralizes effect. Sorry, this one is actually hard to read. Triggers potent follow-up 100%. So potent follow-up is basically an extra follow-up effect, which is something that we saw the first time with Emblem Marth. It is actually a very strong effect for a player face character, especially if you get a 100% one, because it is an extra attack. And I would like to say, Marth comes with anti-DR on his weapon. He also has a special that scales of speed and gives out a lot of buffs. He also gets a third attack. You can see why this character can also do a lot of DPS. If the value is higher or equal than 40, unit can counterattack before first attack. And if the value is higher than 60, neutralizes effect that prevent unit counterattack. And also, if it is the first combat initiated before that turn, unit can make a follow-up attack before for next attack. So this one is quite situational, that's why I said it is hard to hit, because if it is only 20, then you can do a potent follow-up if your speed -10 can allow you to do a follow-up attack, if that makes sense. If it is higher than 40, then you can counter-attack before first attack. If it is higher than 60, then you neutralizes effects that prevent counter-attack, and also you can make a follow-up attack before first attack. Generally speaking, you will trigger the value above 60 if it is a good team, and you will get all 3 of those effects, which makes it so that it will be incredibly hard to kill Marth, that's for sure, because null follow-up, anti-counter-attack effects, can counter-attack before first attack. You can see there are a lot of conditionals here that make it hard to get Marth out of the battlefield. Then he also has Blue Skies, which gives him true plus damage, true DR, Canto. There are a lot of things going on with this character that are straight up insane. Last, before least, we also have a duo skill. Grants another action to ally with the highest speed that is within 2 spaces of unit and has already acted, so you get a free dance effect, and grants potent follow and neutralizes for bonuses during combat to that ally for 1 turn. Potent follow, we already saw it on his B skill. It is the extra attack with the various conditionals, which is an incredibly strong effect to give, especially if tied to a duo skill. Okay, this was the first time that I tried to do this different style of showcase, especially for the build part. I kind of lost it at the Shield of Hope special, but this was a difficult character to cover, to be honest, so hopefully the next one will be a little bit easier. But I want to try this new style of showcases, so I will do my best to improve going on. At least you guys have a better way to see it and also to read what the skill does together with me. To recap, Marth is an excellent character, probably one of the best that you can get out of the mythical / legendary pool, for 2 main reasons. The first one is that he gives a unique buff, which is Fire Emblem. Only Marth can give out that buff. The second one is that he is a duo character, so he comes with a duo skill, which is an extra effect on top of the unit himself. And he also has a fodder, which I would really say is premium, because Blue Skies 4 only Emblem America has it, so it is a very important skill. And then also, as the old guide, is a pretty good skill for any flying unit. Obviously, I would never fodder Duo Marth, because Shield of Hope, Fire Emblem, Sword of Peace are just incredible. But still, even in the case where eventually you don't want to use him anymore, he has a really good skill. So All in all, there are no downsides to getting this unit, none at all. So make sure to get him whenever you can, also because the art is quite beautiful in my opinion. Anyway, that's it for the build showcase. Now we have the gameplay showcase coming up. And I will say this, the animation and art for the special are just quite unique, so enjoy them. Remember to smash the like button and the subscribe button to support the channel, and if you want to support the channel more, remember to use the Super Thanks feature or the Gem feature to leave a donation on one of the videos of the channel, or to support the community by becoming a Lodge supporter. I would really appreciate it. But for now, enjoy the gameplay showcase.
A new step. I will be your
どうし
strength.
ますか
To a future of light! We will not lose. By your side, always.
With hopeful hearts. My faith is in you.
We will not lose.
Don't be seen. 殺します。I'm with you.
We will not lose.
All right. That's my daughter.
A stealthy? わかりました。邪竜として。
Yes.
I'll watch over you. To a future of light!
I will be your strength. We will not lose. We go together.
Yes! To a future of light!殺します。どうしますか？やっ！あなたは弱い。
By your side, always. An emblem's strength.
This is challenging. Don't rush in.
A stealthy? With hopeful hearts. Don't be seen.
Your support?
Always.
All right.
Face me!
We go together!
Yes.